So it is currently 6:43 a.m. in North Miami, Florida. Right now I'm just walking to class. I'm meeting with my group a little bit early because it is our execution day for our menu and restaurant concept. So yeah, wish us luck today. Gotta go to a little meeting and then we're gonna, get back into it. So I'll pick this back up in class. So I'm in class. I kind of forgot to record a little bit, but right now this is the dish pit. I'm just in here so I can talk to you guys because it's a little loud out there. I'm just doing some prep for our recipes today. I'm doing the entree. My entree is the pesto chicken quinoa bowl. So yeah, we're just getting some things situated. We were missing a few ingredients that we forgot to add to our rec, so it's kind of on ours. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix for our next go around. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on. Okay, so what I'm working on is a basil pesto. I don't like to use nuts, so my teacher said that we could use toasted breadcrumbs to satisfy that. And then we do some Parmesan and basil. And then over here, I'm doing a quinoa. We're gonna do carrots and garlic with the quinoa. This is just my garnish for the overall dish. And then I have the chicken brining in the okay. I finally got the lemons to put in the basil pesto. I added the breadcrumbs. There's also parm in there. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this up, and then once it's started, I'm gonna add in some olive oil slowly because I don't want it to get too oily. Okay, so this is what it looks like after it's been all blended together. I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. And this is gonna be the topping that goes on top of the grilled chicken. Okay, so I'm gonna scrape this and put this into a bowl. Okay, so this is what that pesto looks like. Once again, that's gonna go on top of my chicken once it's grilled, and then I'm gonna bake it off and finish in the oven. Now I'm just going to cut some lemons into wedges because this is for the garnish side piece of the plate. Do about 3 wedges for every half. Just like that. That's my friend Shirley. She's my new partner. So yeah, today we are aiming to do show plates at 10:15 and we're starting service at 11. So I'm just getting everything prepped up for the... I don't really have to work too fast today. I don't have much to do. Everything is pretty much done after this. It's just to actually cook the food. Which I think I'm going to start on the quinoa next. So these are just all the prep and garnishes and everything here. Then I just have the extra half that I use. So I'll just use 2 quarter wedges for our to-go plates. So these are going to go in the fridge. And I'm going to start blending the stuff with the quinoa. So the quinoa, we just have 2 pounds, which I promise I'm not even going to put more. This is a lot. And I have 1 carrot diced with some minced garlic on top, so I'll cook that off at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on that and show you guys that process. My mise en place for the quinoa rice that we're doing. So I have 2 ounces of olive oil, 2 cups of quinoa, we have 1 carrot diced and some minced garlic, and then also we use chicken base for the liquid. So I have some hot water going here. I added the chicken base. So basically it's chicken stock. So first, letting this pan warm up a little bit. I'm gonna add the oil. This is at like a medium heat. As you can see right now, that's warming up. I'm gonna start by adding in my oil. Okay, so now my oil is hot. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the carrots and garlic mixture first. That's sauteed. And I have a heat-resistant rubber spatula that I'm gonna use. Not sure if you guys can hear it, but this is how you know your oil is hot. It is talking back to you. Okay. So I'm gonna let that cook for a little before I add the quinoa. Yeah. Okay guys, I left for 2 seconds. It kind of burnt a little on some of the parts, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and add in the quinoa. And we're gonna toast the quinoa essentially. So we're just gonna get this all mixed in and let it cook for about 2 more minutes. I need cherry tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna let that toast before we add in the liquid. Okay, this has now been toasting for about 2 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and start adding in our liquid. It's already hot. Once again, this is water with chicken base, making a quick chicken stock. Each ladle is 2 ounces, so I don't really measure exactly. It's kind of look by look, but if you guys want to count it out, so far that's 3 ladles added. More, maybe a lot more, probably like 8. I lost count. If you guys are watching, you guys can count it out. Probably do like a few more. Uh-oh, I spoke a little. Okay. So I'm gonna give this a stir. I'm gonna let it boil for about 5 minutes. And then I'll check the liquid level and then I'll get it into the oven. Okay, so this is boiling. Once again, I'm gonna let it boil for about 5 minutes before adding more liquid and sticking it in the oven. The oven is gonna be set at 350 and then I'll let it steam in the oven for about 15 minutes and then it should be all done. Okay, 5 minutes has passed and the liquid has pretty much dried up. So we're gonna go ahead and add some more. I'm just doing just enough to cover over the quinoa. I don't want it to be too wet and I don't want it to be too dry either. So this should be plenty. I'm gonna keep my liquid on the side just in case it does dry out too much. So that way we can rehydrate it or add more liquid to cook the quinoa. Quinoa's in the oven. Let me show you. Right now we have a few items in there. We have a baguette warming up. That's the quinoa right there, and that is the carrot lox that is on our menu. It's basically like a salmon lox, but it's vegan, so it's carrots. Okay guys, so now I'm going to cut up some cherry tomatoes. This is also for the garnish of the quinoa pesto chicken bowl. I don't need too many. I'll probably just cut about 10 pods. actually plenty for the garnishing on this bowl. So we have a bowl full of the cherry tomatoes halved. Okay, so right now the quinoa is still in the oven. I'm gonna let that go for 15 minutes. I've had it in there for about 5 minutes now. So yeah, about 10 minutes to go. So while that stuff is in the oven, I'm gonna go show you guys what our dining setup is. We have a main dining room, but we also have a patio where we have seating, so that's where we're doing our service. Okay. So this is our outdoor seating. Okay. We're gonna do, I think, 2 people per table. Usually our tables are more spread out than this because social distancing, but I think if the people come in pairs with someone that they're safe with, they're able to do that. And yeah, so this is what our table setup is. We have a nice little flower arrangement in the center. This is our patio dining area. Okay guys, so I'm taking out the quinoa. Taste it, season it.
I like
all that good stuff.
It's kind of like nothing. So maybe like put strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, kind of put it like that. What do you think? You kind of like put more granola.
Okay, this is how the quinoa looks after it's been in the oven for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a taste just to see if it's cooked, and then if it is, I'm gonna go and season it. Okay, so now I'm getting the seasonings for the quinoa. I'm gonna use some paprika, garlic powder, cumin, and then slide these over here. And then I have pepper and salt. So these are the seasonings I'm using. The chicken stock actually gives the food flavor, so we really just need to add some spices and a little bit of salt, not much. Yeah, okay, so now I'm gonna season it. I don't do measurements. So, doing salt.
You're making jokes here.
Paprika.
I'm going to go strain the butter and
Come out great. And then some garlic powder. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna get this stirred up. Keep in mind we started with 2 cups of quinoa, about doubled, so now we have about 4 cups, maybe more. I would say it's pretty hydrated. I'm just gonna cover it with foil and let it sit here till it's ready for service. It's gonna stay on the stove, but the stove's not gonna be on. So that will just keep it warm in this area. Okay guys, so I'm getting the grill ready. I have to grill some chicken. I'm gonna start now because I have to do 1 show plate. So I'm just gonna do 1 chicken breast for now. First, we're gonna start by turning the grill on. I have it on high heat and I'm gonna spray it with some spray oil. Silly. I'm done. Just kidding. I'm not editing this. Just make sure you spray it really well. Okay, I want the hot spot so I get the grill marks. So I'm going for that spot on the right. Get the chicken on here. Okay guys, so this is my brine for my chicken. Chicken's at the bottom. In the brine is just a lot of salt. We have peppercorns, pimento, and bay leaf. So we're gonna dump the brine and then rinse the chicken so we can get it on the grill. Oh, and there's also garlic here. So dump everything out. You want to wash the brine off your chicken. The brine is to basically infuse more flavor, more salt, whatever flavor you try to get into your meat. So I had made brine, hot water, boil it, and then you cool it before you put the chicken in. I want to make sure there's no peppercorn structure, because that's not something you want to chew on or bite. Peppercorn right here. We are going to season this. Once again, a brine is salt, so I'm not adding any salt. I'm just going to add some seasonings. We're going to go in with some more paprika or color. I'm just seasoning in the same container because I don't want to take out another one. Let's see. Not left-handed, but this looks weird. We still have our, what's it called? Our pesto that will be going on top. So I'm just going to mix these around. I'm going to grill all my chicken breasts now, but I'm not going to cook it fully because, like I said, I only need one for show plate and the rest will be for service. It's not much. So basically we're doing half a chicken breast per portion of quinoa for plating. But these chicken breasts are pretty big, so it's actually going to be a pretty decent amount. I'm going to add some oil to here also. Just so I don't hold it crisper on the grill. This one's extra virgin olive oil. Here's regular vegetable oil, coconut, literally any oil you can find. This is just for moisture. Crisp. Our chicken is seasoned. We're going to take this over to the grill. Okay guys, I have sprayed my grill again. I'm going to lay these down on a hot spot at an angle. So that way we can get those beautiful grill marks on there. It's very hot. We're going smooth side down. Right there. Okay, we're gonna let those cook about 2 minutes on each side till those grill marks show. Okay guys, so I grilled more chicken and I butterflied it. So this is just partially cooked. I'm gonna put the pesto on it and then put it in the oven to bake. Okay, on the other side I have a fried egg going. This is one of the toppings for the top of the plate. So I have a center-sided egg cooking. Kind of in a rush because I have to have my show plate ready by 10:15. Okay, this is going to be the presentation plate chicken breast. I just took the temperature, it's at 157. It needs to be at 165, so I'm going to put the pesto on the top and finish it in the oven. Okay, this is what the chicken breast looks like. It has the pesto, the basil pesto on there. We're going to bring this over to the oven. I bumped up the oven to 428 because I need the show plate done now. I'm going to
cook for a little bit. I'm gonna check on that egg.
Okay guys, we have like 2 minutes to have show plates out. It's just one plate that we have to do. I'm gonna start with a base of quinoa, 1 spoon, okay. 1 cubic cleaner meat. But I'm also not putting too much because it is just a show plate. 1 few tomatoes. Odd numbers are nice. You do like 3 or 5. Really, like that. You won't really see the tomatoes too much because I'm just laying the chicken over the top and then the egg on top of everything. So I just have a few tomatoes here. Okay. I can't really do anything yet because my chicken's in the oven. I'm gonna go to the temperature. In the meantime, this is my egg. I'm going to cut off the crispy edging because it's not supposed to be right now. In all honesty, I can eat it. It's not bad. It's like that. This is my egg. Salt and pepper on it. I'm gonna go get that chicken. Okay, so this is the chicken. That should be done. I'm gonna take the temperature just to double check. Go to the fattest part of the meat. It is to temp. Good. That means we get to cut it. Now I just took this out the oven. It's very hot. Got the breast. Hot plate. I'm gonna cut it to slices. This looks beautiful. Okay. So we are going to serve half the chicken breast on the plate. Yeah. Yes, it's ready. Almost. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the egg. Already the tomato. Next is the lemon wedge. Now I need to clean up my plate. Make sure it is presentable. You also plate with gloves when you're done plating. Mine. Third. And the show plate is done. What the show plate looks like, I'm turning it in. Okay guys, this is our brunch spread. We have our drinks. We have our quinoa pesto chicken bowl. We have our lobster egg benedict. We have our carrot lox with a salad that's vegan friendly. Our gluten-free option, which is chicken and waffles. And we have our dessert, the parfait, and the panna cotta. So I didn't have time to really record the end of class. Once service comes, it goes pretty fast. So yeah, I didn't really get to record much. We just basically at the end of class, after we clean up, that took like an hour, we have a briefing and discuss like what we could have fixed and what could have been better and, you know, stuff to correct next time. So when I get to my room, I'll explain in detail what we did wrong and what we could do better. So yeah, overall, it actually wasn't bad though. We had a lot of compliments on the food. Everybody liked it. We had our show plates out. All of our dishes sold, so it was really good. Okay, so to close out that video, I told you guys I was going to recap what we discussed at the end of class as far as our critiques go. The main thing that we discussed was just our ordering for our requisition. There was a few ingredients that we forgot to put on the list, but there was also some ingredients that didn't come in from our purveyor at the time. So we did have to make adjustments and adapt and work through those. So everything did work out in the end, which is good. We just had to make sure we ordered the right amount of stuff. And also, we can't really control when our purveyors come and deliver to us, but we'll work around that as time comes. Other than that, I believe we changed the plating on our dessert from what it was if you saw it in the end of that first clip. But everything else went pretty well. The recipes worked out great, and we were just getting down to the perfection of things. So just small details at that point. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I want to thank everybody for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Crafted by Kiki.